Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Newmarket Racecourse here on Thursday. It is April the 18th, 2019. It's the final day of the Craven meeting from Newmarket, and I'm going to look at almost all the races on the program. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Also, join me tomorrow for the All-Weather Championships from Lingfield. That looks like it's going to be a great card of racing. But today, the final day of the racing festival from Newmarket for the Craven meeting, it looks like a good card. I think you can make some money with some races. So we're going to look at almost all the races except race number 2, the 225, which is a very tough 2-year-old race. So we'll look at all the other 6 races. But let's get on to it. The first race, 150 from Newmarket. It's the Alex Scott Maiden Stakes. It's Class 4 maiden race going for a purse $13,000. Race for 3-year-olds, colts and geldings only. Field of 16 horses going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the Rolly Mile turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the number 13 horse, the number 13 Q-Tob. I'm going to go 13-6 in the forecast exacta. 13-6 forecast exacta, top selection of 13 horse Q-Tob. This 3-0 colt by acclamation. Jim Crowley gets the leg up for Charlie Hills. The horse's most recent outing came the 17th of October at York, 6 furlongs in a Class 3 novice. The horse finished third by 4 1/4 lengths there, and he just never had the run. He never quickened up, and he just couldn't get a good handle on the wet going. He's going to see firmer ground today, and I think he'll do a lot better. Before that, he ran on the 17th of August at Nottingham on good ground, 6 furlongs in a Class 5 maiden. He finished second by a length, and at 62 cents a dollar, I thought he ran well. He had a decent turn of foot, and he ran well there. And then at Nottingham, 6 furlongs from Class 5 novice, he finished second by a nose. Another race, he liked the dry going, he had a good turn of foot, and he just missed at the end. The extra furlong or 200 meters shouldn't bother him today. I think he has a good post, good weight. Well, kind of the same weight, but I think he's coming in this race well, so I'll take him. Just like I said, I have a feeling the York race, he just didn't like the wet going. But to recap my selections now for the first, the 150 from Newmarket, it's the Alex Scott Main Stakes. Gonna go with the 13 horse Q-Top. I'm gonna go 13-6 in the forecast exacta. So like I said earlier, the second race, the 225, it's a 2-year-old race. Out of the 8 horses, 6 are making their first start, and it's just one of those races I'll watch as a fan. I'm not going to give you a tip because it's just so random, this race. So we're going to head over to race number 3 now, the 3 o'clock. Race number 3, the 3 o'clock from Newmarket. It's the British EBF Bet 365 Condition Stakes. Class 3 conditions race going for a purse of $19,000. Race for 3-year-olds which are EBF eligible. We have a field of 7 horses going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the number 4 horse Al Mufti. Hopefully I said that right. I'm going to go 4-3-6 in the tri-cash trifecta. 4-3-6 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection of 4 horse Al Mufti. This trio colt by Tornado. James Doyle gets the leg up for Hugo Palmer. The horse's most recent appearance came the 27th of October at Newbury. 7 furlongs in the Group 3 Molson Coors Stakes. The horse finished third by 6.5 lengths. He had a little bit of a turn of foot that day, but the winners in front of him just had the better jump on him. It wasn't his day to win. It was his second start on turf, and the wet going maybe had something to do with it also. Before that, they ran this horse at Kempton on the 7th of September. 7 furlongs in a Class 4 novice, and the horse won by 3 1/4 lengths, and he just had an easy turn of foot. He had speed from the inside, and he took off. It was a very good maiden victory for this one. And then a Class 4 novice on the 28th of June at Newcastle, 6 furlongs on the Tapeta. He finished 4th by 4 1/4 lengths, and as the heavy favorite that day, he just never ran. He never quickened up. It wasn't his day to win. And then before that, Newbury, 6 furlongs last May on a lock-in weekend. He in a Class 2 conditions, he finished 6th by 7 3/4 lengths, and again, he just never got into it. But I think the 7 furlong trip here, firm ground, I think he's another horse that should really do well. I don't trust the John Gosden favorite in this race. His one start was good, but those are against nobody. This horse at least has faced some decent horses, and he's held his own out against decent horses. So at 4 to 5, I'm not taking the Gosden favorite. I'm going to take this 4 horse Al Mufti. So to recap my selection for the third, the 3 o'clock from Newmarket, the British EBF 365 Condition Stakes. Going to take the 4 horse Al Mufti. I'm going to go 4-3-6 in the tri-cash trifecta. Let's get to race number 4. Race number 4 from Newmarket, the 335. It's the Coates and Sealy Brett Reserve Handicap. It's a Class 2 handicap going for a purse of $32,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upward, horses rated 86 to 100. We have a field of 8 horses going 1,600 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the number 2 horse here, Beringer. I'm gonna go 253 in the TriCash trifecta. 253 TriCash trifecta. Top selection 2 horse Beringer. It's for real gelding by See the Stars. Andrea Dazzini gets the leg up for Alan King. The horse's most recent outing came the 30th of March at Doncaster, 1 mile 1,600 meters in a Class 2 handicap. Lincoln. He finished third by 3 lengths there behind Auxiliary and Kenyon. Well, excuse me, it wasn't the Lincoln, but he finished third by 3 lengths, and he had a little bit of a turn of foot. It was his first off the break. He probably needed the race, but it was an improvement off the race before, which came the 22nd of September at Newbury. Monoquarter in Class 2 handicap. He finished ninth by 13 lengths, and he had a wide poster, and he never got into it. Didn't save ground, and it wasn't his day to win against those tougher horses. And then a Goodwood, a monoquarter in Class 2. He finished second by 3.5 lengths. There he had a low poster, and he stayed the trip on the wet going. It was a very good run. And then back here at Newmarket on the July course, monoquarter in Class 2. He finished third by 2.5 lengths, and the winner, Communique, that day ran a hell of a race. This horse, he just couldn't get up the hill. Unfortunately, it wasn't the day to win. His last victory came at Sandown last June in a monoquarter Class 4 handicap on firm ground, even with a wide poster as the favorite. He won by 2, and he just took off clear. He's a good poster out here today. His last run was quite nice, and I think with the second run under his belt for the season, he should be even more fresh, and I think he'll get a good going. So I'll take him here. So to recap my selection for the 4th, the 335 for Newmarket, it's the Coates and Sealy Brett Reserve handicap. I'm going to go with the 2 horse Beringer. I'm going to go 253 in the TriCash trifecta. So let's get to the featured 5th race from Newmarket. The featured 5th race from Newmarket, the 410, it's the Group 3 Earl of Sefton Stakes. It's a Group 3 race for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $77,000. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses going 1,800 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 1/8 on the Rolly Mile turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the heavyweight, the 1 horse Mustachari. I'm going to go 146 in the TriCash trifecta. 146 TriCash trifecta. Top selection 1 horse Mustachari, the 6-year-old gelding by Tamariuz. Dane O'Neill gets the leg up for Sir Michael Stout. The horse's most recent outing came the 3rd of November at Churchill, 1 mile on. The going, I can't believe it was rated good, but it was most definitely soft, that turf course, but why argue with the Equibase going? But on soft going in the Grade 1 Brews Cup mile at Churchill, he finished 11th by 3 3/4 lengths there. The stablemate Expert Eye and Frankie Tori just ran a hell of a race on the inside. Looked like Catapult was going to win, but Expert Eye got there in the end. But this horse, he just couldn't get a handle of the going, and it was, to be honest, also, it was against those tougher horses. He never got into it. It wasn't his day to win. I think a step down in class. Off the break, he should just run a lot better of a run. Before that, he ran the 20th of September at Newmarket, 1 mile in the Group 2 Shadwell Joel Stakes. He won by a half length there. He had a great turn of foot. He held on. He did very well there. And then at Doncaster on St. Ledger Day, 7 furlongs in the Group 2 Park Stakes, he won by a neck, and he fought a very good race with Dubai that day. He had the neck in front at the end. It was a very good, gritty performance. And then at York, mile 8th, 1,800 meters in the Group 3 Strensall Stakes, he finished second by half lengths by Lord Glitters. If this horse saved some more ground around the bend, he probably would have won, but he just couldn't save enough ground. And then before that, he ran at York. Before that, I ran at Sandown, monoquarter enlisted stakes on Eclipse Week, and he won by a half length. Even with the wide post and the heavyweight, he went away with it off a long break. So he has proven he can win off the break. He's proven he can win at the mile, between the mile and monoquarter, and I think he'll run well. At 9 to 2, I'll take him. Like I said, look at those horses he faced the last fall, and look at the horses he's facing now. I think this feels a little lesser quality than the fall horses, so I'll take him here. So to recount my selection for the 5th, the 410 from Newmarket, the Group 3 Earl of Sefton Stakes, gonna go with the 1 horse Mustatari. I'm gonna go 146 in the TriCash trifecta. Let's get to race 6. Race number 6 from Newmarket, the 445. It's the Bet365 handicap. It's Class 2 handicap going for a purse of $32,000. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rate 91 to 105. Field 11 horses going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the Rolly Mile Turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the 3-horse On the Warpath. I'm going to go 3-2-4 in the TriCash trifecta. 3-2-4 TriCash trifecta. Top selection of 3-horse On the Warpath. This 4-year-old gun by declaration of war. James Doyle picks up the mount for Charlie Appleby. The horse's most recent outing came the 20th of February at Maidan in the Middle East. 7 furlongs, 14 meters in a Class 4 handicap, Class 2 handicap, regular handicap, upper level handicap, because they don't do the by class there, but it was an upper level handicap. The horse won by a length there. He had a wide poster, and as the favorite, he did everything right. He quickened up nicely. A very good run there on quite firm, good ground. Before that, he ran 31st January, made on 1 mile, 16 meters in a handicap, and he finished third by 2 1/4 lengths. He was drawn in the parking lot that afternoon, and, but he still ran a decent effort from a 16 out of 16 hole, going a mile there. But, today, he would have been a lot better that day with a lower post draw, and then another handicap made on going 1 mile, 16 meters in early January. He finished second by 2 lengths, and again, another wide post draw, but he was closing up well at the end. His most recent start in the UK came on the 4th of August at Glorious Goodwood, 7 furlongs in a Class 2 handicap, where he finished second by a nose with William Buick up. He rode a terrific race on the inside. He just missed, but he ran a good effort. And then back here at Newmarket on the July course, 7 furlongs Class 2, first start of the year, he finished 5th by 2 1/4 lengths. Probably need the race there, and plus didn't get up the hill. But coming here with some races under his belt so far this year, I think he should run well. He has a good weight and level playing field. Watch out for him to run a big one. So to recap my selection for the 6th, 445 from Newmarket, gonna go with 3-horse On the Warpath. I'm gonna go 3-2-4 in the TriCash trifecta. Let's get to the nightcap from Newmarket. Race number 7 from Newmarket, the 520. It's the Barons Cambridge BMW Handicap, Class 3 Handicap, going for a purse of $25,500. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rated 81 to 95. Field of 12 horses going 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the 3-horse Open Wide. I'm going to go 3-2-7 in the TriCash trifecta. 3-2-7 TriCash trifecta. Top selection of 3-horse Open Wide. This 5-year-old given by Invisible Spirit. Andrea Adesini gets the leg up for Amanda Parrott. The horse's most recent outing came the 15th of September, at Doncaster. 6 furlongs on a Class 2 handicap. He finished 15th by 5 lengths there, and this horse against those tougher horses just never had a run, never got into it. It wasn't his day to win. Before that, at Ascot on the 8th of September, 5 furlongs in a Class 3. He finished second by a half length, and as the 5-1 favorite at heavyweight. He got up the hill well, he had a decent turn of foot. He was definitely second best there. Another 20th of August at Windsor, 6 furlongs in Class 2. He finished third by half length. Another race. He got around the course well, and, he was third best there. I don't know, that Doncaster race was just a very weird race. I watched the replay a few times, and it's just weird. Maybe the quick turnaround had something to do with it, but he's coming off a long break today, and I think he should be 100% fresh. Not such a tired horse like you saw at Doncaster. Maybe he bled, but he did run some good races over the summer on quick break though. He on 23rd of July, after just a week earlier, he ran an Ascot. On 23rd of July, he ran at Windsor to 5 furlong Class 3, and he finished third by 2 1/4 lengths. And I thought he ran quite well there. So he's off the break here. Good post draw, or like I said, poster doesn't really matter so much on the Rolling Mile. It does matter to a point, but he's a decent post draw. He gets the good rider up of Attazini, and I think he can win against these Class 3 horses. Just Class 2 he can handle, and that, like I said, that Doncaster race was very weird, but I'll take him here at 5-1. But to recap my selection for the 7th, the 520 from Newmarket, gonna go with the 3-horse Open Wide. I'm gonna go 3-2-7 in the TriCash trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck.